Hello all. So this is actually the awareness session on TNPSC CDPO, which is the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission Child Development Project Officer. Okay, so this is actually a state government exam conducted by Tamil Nadu, and this is specifically open for graduates from home science or nutrition and dietetics on the broader aspect, and also it is only open for female candidates. Whoever has completed home science, nutrition or dietetics, only female candidates can apply for this state government position. So I will be talking to you about various details about this exam, as well as the syllabus and certain tips and the coaching classes which we offer. So we will be talking about what is TNPSC CDPO, then the purpose of TNPSC CDPO, the eligibility, exam pattern for the papers, and also we will be talking about the syllabus for Tamil eligibility test, paper 1 general studies, and paper 2 home science, nutrition and dietetics. We will also talk about certain tips to prepare and the coaching classes and materials which we offer, and finally the question and answer session where you can ask any question or clarify your doubts with us, in which our details will be provided. So you can message us on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Insta or email as well. So what is TNPSC CDPO? Okay, so TNPSC CDPO exam, it actually refers to the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission Child Development Project Officer examination. So it is a state level recruitment exam. This is conducted by TNPSC to select the candidates for the position of Child Development Project Officer. It is under the Department of Social Welfare and Women Empowerment, Government of Tamil Nadu. So who is the conducting body for the exam? It is TNPSC. Post name is Child Development Project Officer. Department is Social Welfare and Women Empowerment Department. Level of exam, it is state level only for Tamil Nadu candidates, and the mode of exam is on offline. It is objective type questions, and this is a non-interview position. Okay, that is, it's combined technical services non-interview position. What we mean by that is only written exam is there. There is no interview. So if you are going to score high in the written exam, there is a lot of chance that you get the position as the CDPO. So the purpose of TNPSC CDPO, it is responsible for implementing and monitoring child welfare schemes, mainly under the Integrated Child Development Services, which is the ICDS program, which we have already known. So this is the major role of a TNPSC CDPO. So the key duties which a CDPO will have is supervising Anganwadi centers, ensuring the nutritional and educational needs of children aged 0 to 6 years, and also managing the schemes related to women and child development. So what is the eligibility for TNPSC CDPO exam? So according to educational qualification, a degree in home science or nutrition and dietetics or child development or equivalent discipline is enough. And according to age, it is less than 30 years for general category, and relaxations apply for reserved categories. So for other categories, there is no age limit until retirement, that is until the age of 60 years they can write, and for general category alone they should be within 30 years when they are writing the exam. And this position is offered only to female candidates. So even if there are male students who have completed home science or nutrition and dietetics, still they will not be eligible for this position. They can't even attempt or write the exam. Only female candidates can write. So now we will see the salary package. The pay scale is typically under level 20 of the Tamil Nadu revised pay rules, which is around 37,700 to 1,19,500 per month, along with other allowances whatever a government officer will get. Okay, so now we will talk about the exam pattern. So this is a written exam. Okay, so it is objective type paper, that is you will have only multiple choice questions, MCQs. Okay, so totally there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 is having 200 questions and paper 2 is having 200 questions. So each question carries 1.5 marks, it is 1.5 marks, which means 200 questions for 300 marks, and each paper is for 3 hours. Okay, so if you see in paper 1 there are two parts. The first one is Tamil language eligibility test. Out of in that you will have 100 questions, which is for 150 marks, and in that you have to only get 40 questions correct. Okay, that is a minimum pass mark. That is a minimum eligibility you are supposed to get to qualify Tamil language eligibility test. So which is 60 marks out of 150 marks. Okay. So beyond that, even if you attempt and you get 150 on 150 also, it is not going to be helpful for you in deciding your rank for the CDPO. Your rank, your score will be calculated only based on the other two parts, that is general studies and the subject paper, which is nutrition, dietetics, home science. Okay. So better make sure you don't keep wasting your time by answering all the questions. If you know that 40 to 50 questions which you have answered is for sure correct, then please move on to the next part, which is the general studies. So this is the second part in paper 1. So general studies, it is according to degree standard. Okay, so anyone who's completed a basic degree will be able to understand and write these answers, which is general studies. And you also have aptitude and mental ability. So general studies is actually 75 marks. Okay, 75 questions, and aptitude and mental ability is the remaining 25 questions. So aptitude and mental ability is set according to SSLC standard, that is according to the 10th standard. So anyone who has finished their school also can understand these questions and they can attempt. So these two together is general studies and aptitude and mental ability is for 100 questions, which is 150 marks. Okay. So this Tamil language eligibility test for 100 questions and general studies and aptitude and mental ability for 100 questions. These two together, they are paper 1, and this is for 3 hours, the exam. Okay. Now moving into paper 2, which is the subject paper. So this subject paper actually has topics from home science, nutrition and dietetics, and very few on sociology depending on the discipline. Okay. So totally there are 200 questions here, and it is for 300 marks, and this is also separately for 3 hours. So if you see, tentatively the government has announced the exam date to be conducted on 3rd August 2026. Okay. So during this time, 7 days, these combined technical services non-interview post exams will be conducted. So out of the 7 days, 1 day will be the TNPSC CDPO exam. Okay. So the notification we will get clearly only after the MLA exams are conducted. There is MLA elections coming up, right? So after the MLA elections are completed, we will get to know the exact date when the exams are going to be conducted. And one good news is that there are more than 100 vacancies. So if you see, vacancies for TNPSC CDPO in 2026 is 109 posts, which is confirmed information. Okay. So there is also a chance of increasing the number of vacancy posts because there are few additional districts which are going to get created in Tamil Nadu. So if the districts are increasing, obviously the CDPO positions also will increase, the vacancy also will increase. Okay, so approximately 120 vacancies can be expected in 2026. So if there are so many vacant positions, you can easily learn this particular information or the syllabus and you can attempt the exam. The higher the mark you get without any interview, you will get placed as a CDPO. Okay. So what is the drawback if you don't try to attempt this year is, see, this year there are close to 110 vacancies for sure. Okay. So if in case those who are writing this year have gotten good grades and they are getting placed as CDPO, then the number of vacancies will decrease or completely all the vacancies will also be filled. Okay, depending on the percentage of marks which people are getting. In that case, in the subsequent years, that is next year or the following year, there might not be this exam itself because there won't be vacancies. If there are vacancies only, you will have the exam. So previous years, there were no vacancies. For the last year, there was no vacancy. But this year, there are a lot of vacancies. So we are writing again. Okay. So unless and until the person in the CDPO position, they retire or they go to higher position, there will not be vacancies. Only if there are vacancies, TNPSC CDPO exam will be conducted. So this year is a very golden opportunity if you are from this background and you want to get into government job or government sector. Okay. So it is best you attempt this year 2026. So this is about paper 1 and paper 2. As I told you, paper 1 has two parts. One is Tamil language eligibility test and the other one is general studies with aptitude and mental ability. The second paper is the subject paper, which is on home science, nutrition and dietetics. So each of these is for 3 hours and it will be conducted on the same day. You will have a break in between. Okay. So 3 hours for the first paper, 3 hours for the second paper. So now we will talk about the syllabus. Okay, so for paper 1 I told you there are two positions for paper 1. The first one is the Tamil language eligibility test. Okay, so in this, if you see, 100 questions will be asked. It is out of 150 marks. You just have to get 40 questions correct. That is 60 marks you have to get correct to be eligible, to be qualified beyond the Tamil eligibility test. Okay, it is just an eligibility test, so don't keep writing or don't keep attempting all these. One more thing is, I'll ask you people to attempt everything apart from the Tamil eligibility test, the general studies as well as the home science paper. Attempt everything because there is no negative marking. So you don't have to worry about negative marking and only attempt if you know the answers. Okay. You can also, out of a guess, you can still attempt all the questions and in case it is correct, you will get marks for it. So now we will see the syllabus for the Tamil eligibility test.
இலக்கணத்தில் 25 கேள்வி, சொல் அகராதியில் 15 கேள்வி, எழுதும் திறன்ல 15 கேள்வி, கலை சொற்கள் அதில் ஒரு 10 கேள்வி, வாசித்தல் புரிந்து கொள்ளும் திறன் 15 கேள்வி, எளிய மொழிபெயர்ப்பு அதில் 5 கேள்வி, இலக்கியம் தமிழ் அறிஞர்களும் தமிழ் சொல்லும் அதில் 15 கேள்வி.
Okay, so these are the questions, the parts, the units which are there, and in these units you have these subheadings also which are mentioned here. So basically there are questions also given, how many questions from each unit you will get. So you don't have to completely sit and study for Tamil eligibility test. You can choose 3 or 4 units maximum, study completely, okay, and you can start preparing for the other parts in paper 1 as well as the paper 2. So now in paper 1, the next part is the general studies. Okay, so general studies, if you see, it is degree standard, it is 75 questions. Okay, so there are few units in that as well. Unit 1 is general science, which has 5 questions. Unit 2 is geography of India, which has 5 questions. Unit 3 is history, culture of India and Indian national movement, which has 10 questions. Unit 4 is Indian polity, which has 15 questions. Unit 5 is Indian economy and development administration in Tamil Nadu, which has 20 questions. And Unit 6 has history, culture, heritage and socio-political movements in Tamil Nadu, which is 20 questions. So these together is 75 questions from paper 1. When it comes to aptitude and mental ability, you should see this is SSLC standard. 25 questions will be asked. In that 2 units are there. One is aptitude, 15 questions, and second one is reasoning, which is 10 questions. So moving into the syllabus for paper 2. So that is combined together as paper 1. Tamil eligibility test, general studies with mental ability is for paper 1. Now this is paper 2 syllabus where you have home science, nutrition and dietetics related questions. So if you see, there are 10 different units here. Unit 1 is on resource management, you have 20 questions. Unit 2 is textiles and clothing, 20 questions. Unit 3 is human development, 20 questions. Unit 4 is extension, which is 20 questions. Unit 5 is community development and public health, which has 20 questions. Unit 6 is food science, 20 questions. Unit 7 is principles of nutrition, 20 questions. Unit 8 diet therapy, 20 questions. Unit 9 food service management, 20 questions. And unit 10 is food security, food safety and quality control, which is another 20 questions. Okay, so if you see the major part, this is 200 questions for paper 2, home science, nutrition and dietetics. And mostly home science, nutrition and dietetics, people who have studied home science will not know much about food service management or principles of nutrition or diet therapy. So for them, these topics will be very difficult. So you people can utilize this coaching which we will be offering, which I'll be talking to you about in the end of this video. Okay. So you can use our coaching, so you can find out the details about every unit clearly, study them, and prepare yourself for the exam. Whereas nutrition and dietetics students will find textiles and clothing, human development, extension, resource management, community development, all of these very difficult, right? So you can utilize these coaching classes to learn them and to prepare for your exams. So now moving on to the tips for scoring. So you have to go through the syllabus in depth and focus on only the topics covered in the syllabus. Don't go beyond what is expected. They have clearly mentioned degree standard. Degree standard means whatever a bachelor's degree person in home science or nutrition and dietetics students will know, that much if you learn is enough. Even though if you have done an MSc or you have done a PhD, it's okay, but still whatever is required, stick to the syllabus. Don't go much in detail if it is not asked in detail. Okay, you have to prepare a timetable which suits your schedule. So basically, according to your timeline, according to your capacity, you have to prepare a doable schedule. Make sure you follow that schedule very well as well. Okay, so give equal importance to all the topics for paper 1 because they all carry the same weightage. Apart from the Tamil eligibility test, for general studies and the aptitude. Okay, so please make sure you give equal importance when you prepare for these. So ensure you follow the timetable regularly. Try to combine one difficult topic with one easy topic in one day so that your day will not be very hectic and you will also feel a little relaxed when you study. Practice as many mock tests as possible in order to know where you stand among other aspirants. Okay, so mock test is very important because you will be getting questions from every nook and corner of the unit. Okay, so if you are able to answer all the questions in the mock test, you can have some confidence that you can easily write the exam. So mock test will also help you find out your strong and weak areas. So if in case in one unit the mock test you're not able to do it correctly, you can understand that that particular unit is very difficult for you. According to that, you can prepare for that unit. So fine tune your preparation and this will help you to get more marks by concentrating on the areas which you are weak. Okay, so allocate sufficient time for relaxation and breaks. Please do take breaks because this is the government exam which you are preparing. It doesn't mean you have to keep studying 24/7. Okay, please take breaks, have good sleep, eat properly. Okay, and you can keep rejuvenating your energy and you can continue for your studies. So there is no negative marking here as I told you. So kindly please attempt all the questions as much as possible. Prioritize your subjects. Okay, so most of our students begin preparing for examination through means of selecting random topics. Don't select random topics. If you are going according to the syllabus, go according to the unit wise. In unit wise also you have the A, B, C sections, right? Go in that same order. Don't tell I will do A part now and then unit 3 B part I will do tomorrow and then I'll come back to the C part in unit 1. So this will be very confusing. At last you will pile up all the difficult topics together and it will be very hectic for you to sit and study. So prioritize topics, set timelines with the schedule. Okay, so along with the schedule, make sure you have some deadlines also for completing that particular unit and the topics. And in the TNPSC CDPO exam, you actually need to give proper time for both paper 1 and paper 2. And Tamil is only for eligibility. So please don't waste a lot of time by studying this particular Tamil eligibility test for this exam in depth. Okay, in depth it's not required. As I told you, if there are 8 units, please select 3 or 4 at the maximum. Try to learn everything in the 3 to 4 units and attempt every question from that unit which is coming for the Tamil eligibility test. So take a list of topics that are weaker points for you and prepare according to them. So initially start preparing with your weaker subjects so that you will have lot of time to prepare for them, and then later on you can go ahead with the subjects which you already know or you find it little easy. So take short breaks. Okay, so this will help you release stress. I'll advise you people to play outdoor activities as much as possible than playing on your phone or laptop, because that will help your mind to get refreshed and automatically your brain will get fresh and you will start studying again. So this is the Nerdygrads coaching classes and materials which we offer. Okay, so if you see paper 2, we have recording sessions only for paper 2, every unit, every topic in the unit. will be covered for paper 2 as recorded classes. Okay, so once that unit's recorded classes is completed, at the end of that you will have a live doubt clarification session with the faculty. Okay, and also you will have mock test for every unit in paper 2. Okay, so if you see the paper 2 material, that is the classes plus the mock test together, is actually 22,000, and if you get that together, you will get a free package of paper 1 which has the Tamil eligibility test and the general studies test study materials along with mock test for the general studies test. Okay, that will come free for you. So that is till 31st January. If you are supposed to be registering for this, you will get it for 22,000, everything inclusive with the recording for paper 2. Paper 1 is only materials. You have to study the materials, and you have mock test for general studies. Okay, after that, from 1st February to 28th February, your rate increases. It goes to 30,000 for all these together. Okay, so we accept registrations only till 28th of February, because from 1st of March we have the recorded sessions according to timeline and schedules. We will give it to you. Okay, unit wise you will complete with the live discussion session for doubts, and you will also have the mock test for every unit. So it will be, with strict deadlines, and you will have those classes going on. So till 28th February you are allowed to register, and also only those who are seriously willing to get and write this exam and prepare for it, I request you people to please register. Also, after seeing this video, the first 20 registrations before 31st of January, you will get the entire paper 2 recordings with the mock test for paper 2, with paper 1 materials for Tamil eligibility and general studies, and mock test for general studies. You will get the entire package. Instead of 22,000, it is 18,000 for the first 20 registrations. Okay, that is before 31st January. Even if it is 1st of February, your rate will not be 18,000. Okay, so we also have materials, only materials for paper 2 as well. If you don't want the recorded classes, you can take the materials like how we are providing for paper 1. You can take the materials for paper 2. Okay, and you can utilize that. So as of now, the actual rate for paper 1 and paper 2 materials with the mock test for paper 1 general studies and the mock test for paper 2 home science, nutrition and dietetics is 15,000. Okay, so we are also going to offer a discount for that before 31st January for the first 10 registrations. Okay, the entire package, only without recording, only the materials with the mock test, it is for 10,000 rupees. That is for the first 10 registrations before 31st January. Okay, so if you are interested in that, you can please connect with us. We have our contact details here, our WhatsApp, Instagram, our LinkedIn, our website is there, as well as our email ID. So please note all of these, and those who are interested, please get connected with us. So if there are any questions also related to whatever you have listened to this particular awareness session, please do let us know. Get connected with us, and we will be very happy to guide you people and help you people. So I hope you have got good information about this particular TNPSC CDPO exam. So I wish all the aspirants a very best of luck, and also work hard and prepare very hard, because there are a lot of vacancies this time. Okay, so utilize these coaching materials in the classes. Please register yourself, sign up, so that you fix good deadlines and you are completing all the required topics preparation before the exam. So thank you very much, and if there are questions, please do get connected with us. Also about the coaching materials, please do connect with us. We will be happy to provide you with all the details. Thank you.